Look how far we've come. Night 8. Night 8, for those keeping track. And we're in New Game Plus. Second trek through the magnificent city of Krat. Krat. There's no U, so it should be Krat. Anyways, Night 8, New Game Plus, and we are already past Scrapped Watchman, Mad Donkey, Parade Master. We're doing all of our little itty-bitty tech checks, making sure that the other platforms are all running well. We want to make sure that everybody gets this on their preferred viewing platform. So far, so good. All right, I'm going to hop back to here. And back to the game. And so Vanini Works. Who's ready for Vanini Works? This is my pistol rock spear, for those keeping track. It's half pistol rock drill, half city long spear. There's a lot of builds that we already know are very good in this game. Let's try some of the others that I don't hear get enough credit. And one of those blades that I was thinking about, it's the critical ones. It's the Tyrant Murderer's blade and the Pistol Rock Drill blade. Now this one has 2 buffs, so I feel like there's a lot to like about this.
Here it is.
But this is a good spot
Works.
to find out.
Here belongs to Panini, the classiest playboy and most brilliant inventor in Krat. Just ask him. Not just puppets. Almost every machine and tram in Krat is supplied from here. You gotta be curious about the guy. What kind of person is he? I wish we could find him.
Clark Shore, Dr. Cure-All.
Still kicking.
That seems like a hint at somebody we might see in the DLC. Yeah? I mean, I think so. But this every time I check the lore now, going through, if I haven't met this character, I'm like extra suspect of that name. Alright. Hold on. 2. Okay. So 3 hit for the basics. Okay, I'm gonna draw you over because knocking you off the platform is terrible. Thank you. Don't come again. Please don't come again. Good stab. Alright, I like this weapon. I like this pairing a lot. I'm still not dialed into exactly when critical rate procs. You're the worst. Alright. Gotta come around just for you. What's worse is I knew he was there. I knew there was a reason that we drop onto the roof. How's it feel to be the worst? Oh, I don't have my... No! Alright. I'll come get you. Yeah, I deserve that. Okay. Alright. Alright, I gotta bait him over, because they're just gonna be hucking slime at me otherwise. And then this jobber. Okay. If any... Wow. What are you doing here? You should be a football quarterback. Come on. Fine. Great. Perfect. No. No. Ugh. Who's it gonna be? I'll wait. I got time. And I got the space. That guy up top is still a problem. Yes. Alright, so note to self. Next time, walk to the right instead of worrying about the bridge. It's good lord. That should have been way easier. Alright, jobber. Yeah, you. See, this range is... No, bad. This range otherwise is really good. I had a little bit more recovery. I guess I don't. This charged R2 is so fast. I really like this weapon. Okay. I can't believe I didn't notice how much easier this jump is. Alright, nothing else here. Great. Let's go... Oh. Yeah, there's a bunch of things around here. First phone is over there. Everything changed together so nicely with this. Oh, for really? Is that what you want? Right here, right now? All right. I'm telling you, this weapon is pretty. Okay, if you didn't know, and you're just now finding out, this is the recipe right here. Pistol rock drill, city long spear, gas it to the gills. It's my word so far. It's been perfect. It's fine.
Another fine day in the city of Krat, but I wonder, my friend, just where you've been? Oh. Congratulations! You've been selected from this cast of a little for an exclusive, obtrusive, intrusive transmittal from me, Arlecchino, the king of all riddles. Now, you know what I'm called and why I called you, and I want to know your name, but not till we're through. For as soon as I learn there's one riddle burned, and I do love a mystery, don't you? Now, only the living solve riddles, as everyone knows. That's a must. When your city is so full of puppets, it seems are about fit to bust. It's time for the riddle. No more waiting. We thank you for participating. By morning, it was walks on feet numbering 4. At midday, just 2. No less and no more. It walks on 3 feet when the evening arrives. And if you solve this, then I'll know you're alive. Correct. Fantastic insights, caller. But not everything has to rhyme, you know. I'm not a caricature. I'm the king of riddles.
Sure.
That
Great.
said, how do we know you didn't just get lucky? Even a stop clock is right twice a day, and even a puppet can be accidentally correct just by random chance. Still, a promise is a promise. Arlecchino, tell him what he'll get. Thanks, Arlecchino. Caller, your correct answer has earned you a Trinity key. Doors and keys and doors, the subjects of puzzles and riddles galore. My next riddle won't be so simple to crack. Arlecchino's the king. Not some riddling cheap jack.
You, sir? All right. So, let's keep going, huh? I've killed everything over here, so I think my path to the next stargazer is rather clear. Yep. Can you imagine if you had like the Disco Elysium people write a story that the Neo-Wiz people then wrote the combat to? Now I know the Disco Elysium studio isn't really a studio anymore, but you know what I mean. I can only imagine. It's the most useless, disposable thing in the game. Or at least that I haven't figured out how to use it or why I would want to use it. Unless I was playing like a weird, like, medium range build, and this game ain't built for that. I love that that big guy gets triggered no matter what. You can't stealth your way through this. Alright, Playboy. I'm trying to tell you how good my Charge Star 2 is, and you're just not listening. I guess just watch Silver Hearts. Like, they're gone. You're so much smaller than them. What are you worried about? You could just go back to where you came from. Nope, dead. Thank you. Please don't come again. But I know you will. That's how this works. Nothing I can do. Not yet. Eventually. You know, it doesn't get old running through this game. Like at all. This is number 5. Happy to do it. And I have to do number 6. Okay, where are... The jobs. Greedy. Ah, thought I had time. Well, see you later. I also wish you could prestige weapons that you've already had, like it acts like a full upgrade or 2 upgrades or something like that. Because how many times in a Souls-like or a Souls game have you gone through and gotten a weapon you already have? You should be able to prestige them somehow. Not playing Coilhead though. How do those match up? I think this is only a slash weapon. Yeah, it's a slash weapon. So you need a slash head without debuffing it. I can't carry 2 at once without being over encumbered, but I feel like I have my main damage. What in the world do you want? Yeah, this weapon rules. There's a reason that they saved this for the end of the game. $14. Next is $15.9. $15.99, if anything, so we need a bit more. Can't get any better than that. Vigor is next. Chat, remind me that Vigor is next.
This place gives me the creeps. It's like something's gonna jump out any second.
Shut up.
It's okay, pal. Gemini's looking out for you.
You're not. Alright, jump point there. Nope, missed it. I guess it's time to be semi-good at the game. Semi, though. If we were good at the game, we never would have fallen. Ugh. Oh, great pool. Let's, as we would, clean out the top, then we clean out the... Listen. You still have a head. Why is your HP so tanked? We all know the ones that don't have heads are the ones that are the most difficult to deal with. Enjoy these iframes, pal. I'm telling you, the spear. Folks, if you didn't know, if you're just tuning in now and you didn't know, City Long Spear, Pistol Rock Drill. Drill it into your brain like a Newfound Glory mid-track record. Or mid-tenure record, excuse me. It's a radio surgery reference, don't worry about it. And thank you. Alright, 4, no, nothing I care about even losing. Also 11 heals left. Because my god, ain't that what a New Game Plus looks like. If only you knew, Mr. Vanini, the ergo harvesting that you were doing. Or what have you. It's something akin to that. I don't suppose if I walked forward that box would suddenly fall through the floor, would it? You wouldn't do that, right? Great. It says New Game Plus. Just a reminder. And I still am terrible at these guys. I was really good with the racing. Quiet. Get to the center. I like a good turtle offense as much as the next guy. Come on. These guys, I tell you. Thank you for the follow. If I wasn't about to potentially die because I'm close. But thank you. Nope, Cody, thank you. Look at this jobber. Alright, regen that stamina, pal. Love it, love it. I know. See that? You see me now? And you're still alive. But if not for a little critical bump, my God. That's how we get it done, folks. That's how we do. In the words of the great Montel Jordan, this is how we do it. Appreciate your kind words, Noel Cody. We do our best. Little New Game Plus. And the goal is to have 2 saves, a New Game Plus, and a new game ready to go for the DLC in July. I think we're going to get it done. I did the first pass in 7 with change. I have no reason to believe I can't do another one in less time. Unless I'm terrible at the game. That might be true, but... 3,000, 9,000, 12,000. I think it levels off here, like 16. Yeah. So I need to get to 32 if I want 2 levels. 12. 21. This won't work. I need to get to 16. Perfect. Level. Wait. This. Yeah, technique. We're still gassing damage. The secret with a leveling mechanic like this, if you just stay honest and do like, I'm going to do health, I'm going to do what I can carry, and I'm going to do damage. And you just keep doing that, all of this eventually, especially if you have the multiplier, like the Hunter's Amulet, I believe. Let me double check the term. I believe it's Hunter's Amulet. Yeah. Hunter's Amulet. If you have this equipped the whole time through New Game Plus, you make so much. My character felt unfair, and that was part of why I didn't do this again, is like second half of New Game Plus going into New Game Plus 2, felt like we were just hitting home runs all the time. Like it felt like I had a cheat code turned on. Still need to get better with the Aegis, huh? God. Huh. Alright, can't move faster. I can just walk this around. This is interesting, though. Like, how much of a phalanx build is this? Perfect. I just want one to test. Great. All right, fine. These guys aren't for testing. These guys are for killing. I should have known better. There's some stuff down here. Come further. Yes, run. I love that. Further. I don't think we'll kill it. Oh, we did that. Wait, did we moved far enough away that they left? Isn't it beautiful? Put it in the Louvre. All right, now. Hey. All right. Well, you might die just off of acid. That was potentially dumb. Potentially dumb. Okay. And corruption is the worst. It's pretty much useless. Like, we only ever see it in what? Here and the other swamp. Ah. What? Sir? I want the fluff butterfly. I don't care. You can go ahead, I guess. My word, I'm gonna stuff you like a Thanksgiving turkey. Now I have corruption. I also have 10 heals, so... Indomitable, Dumergo, Hidden Moonstone. Everybody's dead. I love that. I'm gonna run through the corruption because it doesn't matter. Because my Stargazer is right there. Will I die? Now then. I think I've cleaned out everything before here. Now, it's just, come on. Come and get me. Somebody didn't watch enough Looney Tunes. Oh, yeah. What do you say? Well, thank you. Thank you for playing with my Looney Tunes museum exhibit. My God. Gotta get that from the other side, because that's the Mighty Survivor. Well... Anyways, yes, the Mighty Survivor. It's our way around. Then we want the pipe and the poison gotten rid of before we do anything. Thank you. Wait. There was a thing at the bottom. I think. Yep, right there. Yep. We're great. We're both good at this game. Don't worry about it. No, that was bad. Fortunately, Gazer's right there, and that's our corridor. Because I was a greedy idiot. But if there's one thing that Sen's Fortress taught me in Dark Souls 1, it's that if there's one thing that kills me more than anything else, it's being a greedy idiot. Come on. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you got this. Come. It doesn't get old. They just keep coming. There's my stuff. Go on and cook. I don't think so. Yeah. Perfect. All right, now let's go back up. Before we got super greedy. This is why you have a spear in tight corridors. Alright, tried to roll through it, can't do that. That's fine, that's okay. You can't either. That's fine, that's okay. Silly rabbit. And there's a keep coming. Lovely. I wish we could prestige these. Again. Well, great. We already broke through the one that broke through here. That's the way to... Okay, we're gonna get that first. Got a gazer over here. We got this. That.
Oh, fantastic. The pipe fit like a glove. Well, like a pipe that fit. Idiot.
A little help? Anyone?
Brother. First of all, you know that money in this economy means nothing, right?
A little help? Anyone? Wealthy and dashing philanthropist in need of assistance? Oh, easy now. No need to kill me. Surely we can discuss this like reasonable people? Hold on. Geppetto's a friend of yours. Did he send you? I'm fine. Please, help me find my butler Pulcinella. He's a puppet and a friend. Those stalkers were supposed to be working for me, but... well, they bolted and left me to my fate. That was not helpful. My butler went to barricade the back door, and I haven't seen him since. Pulcinella has been a loyal companion. I'd hate to lose him. The factory is, of course, my priority. We must take it back. But please, keep an eye out for my butler. I'd consider it a personal favor and owe you in kind.
Sure you would.
Before all this, I'm told he's... How did this nightmare come to be? Before all... I'm told... How did...
I'm sure you've known Fuoco for a long time. Do I just go after Fuoco right now? I could. Then I could just backtrack and cut through everything I want to cut through here. 3:45. Yeah, this works.
Before all this, I'm told... How did...
I don't think there's anything I really, like, storyline need to do before King's Flame Fuoco. Maybe I just go run to it now. Seems like the right way to kick things off. We're less than an hour into it. Quiet, you. Yeah, let's go. Let's see what we can do. Maybe we're going to put acid on when I start. Smell what the fuoco is cooking. Smell what you're cooking? I'm gonna die real quick if you keep being dumb. No, bad. Bad. Ah, I thought a good sidestep would have been fine there. One, two, three. Forgot about the kick. Forgot about the slam. How are we gonna run? Yep. You're running. You're gonna do your fire. Three. Nope. I think we're good here. First try? First try. Sometimes. Sometimes. 6 heals left? Feel good about that. 30. I need 3 more. This is our cycle, by the way. Vitality, vigor, capacity, technique, back to the top. Okay, well now it's cleanup. Now we dog walk everything in sight. Nope. I would say I'm sorry, but I'd be lying. I'm telling you, this spear is crazy underrated. It moves so fast. And it's so strong. Yobber. No. No. What you gonna do? Nothing. No. I'm even gonna let you make it happen. No. Even when I gave you a shot. No. No. I'm so sorry. Okay. After a while, with some of these enemies, it's the low end of the pool. Okay. Not there. Around here. You're alive? Oh. Alive is such a strong word. Oh, well, it's fine. I can buy them. So, it's nothing crazy. But now, let's get the next part. I do wonder if he's going to show up in the DLC. Krat makes the note on Fuoco. By that logic, he could be prequel, could be in hiding or something to that effect because Fuoco broke out. Yeah, bye-bye. Alright, who likes Souls platforming? Yeah! My attributes don't feel purified. That's okay. I didn't use that item. good. Now! Oh, thank you for not falling in the acid. Oh, everybody at least is done in this room. And you'll never come back. Those are my favorites. Yeah, we're good. We're good. I need to kill, what's his face? Survivor. Need to kill Survivor. Need to kill Puppet of the Future. Need to pull the lever for no poison. I do need to talk to Homeboy here.
Ah, you're back! And you found... Oh, Ginella was proof that puppets possess true courage. But there will be ample time for that. First, I must think the puppets are going to be in a really bad shape after this.
Well, we got you on our
Let us
side now,
return to the
Homeboy.
hotel and rest while we can.
Well, we can.
I can. But that's for the future, Tuso. But that's for the future.
Yep, the old Arrivederci. We're back to 10,000. All right, well, we're gonna... Wait. Want to make as much as Veniti's puppet does? Come on. You already know that he's not making a living wage. Come on. Silly rabbit. Yeah, do need to do some of this. This month's eccentric is Mr. J. Oh, is that that's the guy in Isabel Street. Wow. No, this is the first I've seen a lore thing foreshadowing Rosa Isabel Street. That was sick. Yeah! I'm telling you, the spear is crazy. Okay, yeah, I guess Survivor.
I must atone for my sins. I must kill more puppets. More. All puppets must die. Every single one. I hear the sound of springs inside you. You're a puppet too. You can't fool me. All puppets must die. Kill the puppets! I wish I hadn't run away.
Might die. No? Could've probably had that.
I wish I'd known.
Blame. Also, don't
Surviving is
agree.
a hell of a game.
No, dead. Because clown shoes.
How many?
Because I dodged to the left a million times, but apparently dodging to the left when your back is against the wall with a clear spot to the left doesn't work. What's the reason why all the NPC bosses are ranked at the bottom? There's a reason. Hello, Joey Nails. How are you? Welcome to Lies of P New Game Plus. Hope everything's been well for you.
Ooh, admirers seem to follow me everywhere.
Listen, alright, don't give yourself so much credit.
Pleased to see you, my stalker friend.
We're just
You made it all the way here unbothered by ruffians. You've got talent. I've never seen you before, but who cares?
doing well.
This may well benefit
That's
our
awesome.
former
What'd you
client. Did you catch that subtle whiff of money in the air? Moneybags himself, Lorenzini Vanini, is inside this
We had the
factory
grind show
this
on
very moment.
Saturday, but I honestly
You
wasn't
caught us
keeping
on our
track of
return
what
trip.
else was going on this
We had to
weekend.
deny his ridiculous request in person just to be sure it wasn't a joke. All we could do was laugh.
Keep your whiskers up if you're heading in there. He is the richest man in Krat. Or so they say. Who knows? Maybe he's handing out bags of money
That is
to
a sick
lift his
mask,
spirits.
I'm not gonna lie.
Ha! That seems unlikely. No way are we doing that.
Well, anyhow, best of luck. Best of luck.
Thanks.
Are you carrying goes for if you're in luck? Wish.
Okay, look, I'm not buying anything until I go get the stuff that I... Excuse me. I gotta go get the stuff I pissed away on the other guy. So, let's go do that. We don't even have to bother with these. We just go down. I can't believe I died to this shit.
I can't tell what's blood and what's oil.
Really gonna need you to pick up the stuff. Thank you.
I wish I'd
What?
known. Surviving is a hell of its own.
Okay, I'm tired of you already. Dashing
run away.
shouldn't be able to interrupt my charged R2. It shouldn't be able to do. I know how fast this attack is. So just stop lying. Take a walk. What?
I wish I hadn't run away.
I know. Well, you're a terrible NPC, so I don't know what to tell you. Who loves a good spear build? This guy don't. Tell you that. Maybe one more?
I'm sorry, Leah. I was afraid to die.
That's why they call you the survivor, because you're a coward. Oh, let's see. Teamed up with Eric Johnson for Los Toxicos. This fellow dojo guy, Lou Nasty. Used to wrestle in Texas. It was his first singles match in 15 years. It's a lot of mixed signals there. As long as he took care of you, at that point, for my first impression, that's all I can ask for. Because my word, there's a handful of times I've heard that over the course of my life. I haven't had this match in 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, 15 years, etc. So it's always kind of a little bit of a red flag. So then from there, it's a coin flip as to whether or not it went well. But you're living, and you're here to tell the tale about it. So, oh, there you are. Match went really well. Okay. Was that the homie that was helping out at Let's Wrestle? Who Randy had mentioned, I think you had mentioned that he had like been around for a minute but hadn't been around, if that makes sense. Okay. He was very nice. Yeah, I briefly chatted with him at the Milford Town Hall, but cool, that's awesome. First of all, I'm glad that he's working his way up, and he's, you know, if he's been doing this for forever, then he's working with the homies that need the help. So bravo. To be real, I shouldn't be surprised. Randy's always been really good about testing out talent. So good on him. Good on him. Good on you. Glad everybody's... What was the show? Was that show that AG was on? There was like a main event show. I feel like there's a jump scare around this corner. Not this corner, but it's coming. Okay. Fight at the Dome last year, potentially had the best catering I'd ever had at a wrestling show. And if they brought it back, I really hope they did. Good on all of you. Because ever since I had some of Ryan Michaels' food and some of Mike Turner's food, I was like, you know, you guys can just not, like, you don't have to run shows. You could just be the best catering company in all of Maine wrestling. And people are going to eat all of your macaroni salad, you know? Okay, I love that. Good. Because they crushed it. I told Randy afterwards, Randy took care of us for that. And then, but I had the food, and I was like, they could have cut $20 off, and I would have just, you know, taken a good chunk of food as pay. Oh, we are at 31 for Tech. Yeah, that place is crazy. I got crazy food poisoning at the beginning of the day last year. Was still able to do the show, but my God, that first part of the day. Perry's probably talked about it on stream. I mean, my word, why wouldn't you? Okay, Fuoco is dead. We need, oh, I know what we need. We want to drain the swamp. It's not a political thing. But we do, in this case, want to drain the swamp. All right, so here, back this way. It's a Fuoco cutback, I do believe. So it's here. That doesn't make sense. Hold on. Hold A to charge your lasers. Okay. No, we're not fighting the headless guy. We're not doing it. We all deserve better. Get out of here. What a swing though. That was sick. Okay. We want over there. Yes. Yes. Oh, the pipe section. Okay. Get out of here. It's also good that you got to tag with Eric Johnson. Nice, easy setup. The matches are so easy to call early on in your career. Do what you got to do. Eric does what he has to do. Easy peasy. I'm telling you, they don't know where I'm even coming from. And it works out, because I don't know where they're coming from. Who's ready for jump scares? Jerk? Don't care about the fire. Oh, alright, guess we're not proposing. It's fine, really, it's fine. Because this spear, the people don't know. This spear, this combo, is incredible. That's right, because I saw AG at Grind. So, yeah, AG had to have been that Friday. Good lord. Okay. So, kill the rest of everything. No? Alright. Well, we can go back. And then we can snuff out old Puppet of the Future. Because we are professionals. Have enough to buy the thing off you. Not like it at all matters. I just want to make sure that he's got a little money to eat. Okay. Well, then I guess we have one thing left to do. Okay, buddy boy. I don't believe it's actually the last thing I have to do here. And all I gotta do is chop away his chicken legs. Hold on. Hey, hey. Have some respect. The chat is talking. Got 2 bookings this weekend too. That's awesome. What do you got going on this weekend, dude? At this point, the best thing you can do. Good experience. Get out of here. Look at my damage. Uh-oh. No! I deserve that. Perfect. That's why we spam the R2s. Tell you what. This guy is tanky on New Game Plus. Listen, you, I've had enough. I didn't want you to be this tanky. The name of this song is I Hate You, Please Die. Take a walk. Ugh. Okay, gonna be at main premiere Friday and AWA Saturday at Skips in the afternoon. Nice. Does Larry have Skips hosting WrestleMania? That seems like a Larry thing to do and a smart thing to do. I hate how tall this dude is. Yeah, I hate that I can't see like his head at all. I just have to watch his legs because he does status effects and steps on them. So it's obnoxious, but that was the last thing we had to do in the level. So if it ends on that note, I guess it's fine. But yeah, as somebody that started actively wrestling in 2008 and had to deal with all of the tall people of the world when tall was 6'3" and not 6'8", then, yeah, I get it. Oh. Let's go see Vanini. Hey, hope main premiere is taking good care of you. If not, tell me and I'll scream at Johnny Primer. And then I'll send him this video and say that, well, I said I was going to do this. If you don't tune into the stream, John, that's your fault. And John will be like, you're right. Okay. 31s. That means 1,600. We can do that, right? Right. Okay, so I can't message him and say, John, how dare you put Joey Nails in this surprise spot, on this surprise place, on this surprise show, here at Main Surprise Premier Wrestling. All right, got it. Hope it's a good surprise. Who are you filling in for? Wait, no, don't tell me. I can't watch it, but it has to be a surprise. Okay. So are we renaming it IWE? Be very, very quiet. He's hunting wabbits. Wabbit season. Duck season. Duck season. Fire. That's not the guy that's going to fix it. And none of that previous message surprises me. But this fix isn't the fix. I don't know, man. I've told a million people a million times, like, if you want proper connections for like reasonable paydays from somebody that knows how to actually negotiate this, there's a bunch of people that aren't hard to find. But instead they just keep going super duper regional. It's a mess. Like nothing's gonna change.
I'll use my power to help you.
I'm rooting for everybody. You already know that. I don't want anybody to fail at the end of the day. I prefer everybody be filthy, stinking rich.
I am able to wield Ergo.
Man,
They call me a listener because I can hear Ergo.
I can hear
I inherited the
Ergo,
power from
Joey
my mother,
Nails. I can
who
hear
hated
it.
Called it the devil's power. So I kept it a secret that I could talk to puppets. Now you are the only one
He didn't
my
do that
voice
anymore
reaches.
because
So I beg you,
when
please,
like me and my
save
car
Krat.
and the House of Glory car were there, he didn't ever have to do that because everybody knew what they were doing. And we would come up to him individually and be like, hey, we have A, B, and C in mind. Does this work? And everybody did that. So it was never a problem. I don't know. I'm rooting for
Ergo is
everybody, but
without
also I
Ergo,
hear
you
that and I'm
move.
like,
You tap into the power of Ergo within you.
they're like, you know what mixes
Gather more
perfectly with
Ergo.
oil?
It
Water.
will make you stronger. In the folklore of Krat, a cricket often acts as a guide. That is why
I'm rooting
these
for you all.
automated models
My
became
God.
popular.
History
But Gemini
repeats
is unique.
itself.
He's more than just a guide. As you get more familiar with Gemini, you'll see what I mean.
I never actually wanted to ride up there and produce those shows, but if they had actually reached out to me and said, we would like you to do this and we'll throw you whatever dollars to do it, I could have figured it out. Just twist my arm a little bit, you know? Just put the work in. I don't know. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. I have to believe that's why they wouldn't call me, because there'd be a handful of people that I'm like, well, we'll put them in 6-man tags because we have to protect them. But here's the secret. You can't be a destination for everyone if you're trying to be a destination for no one. Write that down. Ugh. Because I know. I mean, they let homeboys do whatever they want, and you can mix up homeboys with insert your favorite name here, and you probably know about 5 different people that I'm thinking of. I don't know, man. Nobody wants to listen to me. So after a while, I sit in my corner and people ask, what's your thought on this? And those are the people I talk to. But like, they can have this. I'm gonna go work for, the House of Glories of the world and leave it in my rearview mirror. Because the people that are way above them ask my shit on a regular basis. So no, we sleep on the rest of this. I didn't even want to warn you. Yeah, man, rooting for everybody. All I got. Would like everybody to make money, but then on one side I hear Party A talking about Party B burning the buildings for
use my
Party
power
A, and they would like to run at these buildings. And meanwhile, Promotion A is still alive. It's a big mess. Okay. Vanini. What do you got for me, pal?
Ah, if it isn't my savior. Glad to see you made it back in one piece, my friend.
It's not lit on fire.
There you are, my boy. My savior, yes, that's the word. You took back the factory, and I cannot thank you enough. Without the factory, no more new puppets. The army has run out of recruits. My friend,
Good for
you
you,
saved...
and good for you, good
all
for
of
AG.
us. Ah, but listen to me going on and on about my
Other
concerns,
homie
and
needs a lot
I
of
don't
work.
believe I've even introduced myself. Signor
Of
Lorentini
course.
Venigni.
Everybody left early for one
bon
reason or
vivant,
another.
and at the moment,
And it seems like everybody else
utterly
has
at your
something
service,
snarky
my
to say
friend.
about one or the other.
If the name
Or
Venigni
everybody
rings
else
no
that's
bells,
at the
perhaps you've
dojo.
heard of Krat's Prince of High Society. That is because they are one and the same. Just two of the many names I've collected in my 3 decades here on Earth. While I sincerely believe meeting Venigni is its own reward, I have not rewarded you in the more traditional manner. Please, take this.
He's
My
fine.
newest prototype. It'll be
So
safe with
there's
you.
a lot of people right now.
It's a
I was
grinder
saying
stone
this.
that keeps
I've said
granting
this a couple
special
weeks in a
attributes
row.
to the grinder.
Like ever since I started
I
watching
hope you'll
baseball
put it
more,
to good use.
everybody that's like this person is next up. It's not they're the next up in the major leagues. It's they're the next up in AAA or AA. But there's a lot of them that people talk about with powerful hyperbole, and I'm still like, come see me in 6 months. And even now, like, there's a whole bunch of people that, I don't know.
Amatsa. You think
I
it's
think we're way too quick to go from a 6 out of 10 to a 9, 10 out of 10 in the current scheme of things. And I'm becoming the bad guy talking
And
about
my
it, and I'm
eyes do not
completely okay
deceive
with
me.
it.
I just design. You are real. I will also add what...
I know, you're going to tell
I
me all about
always
your
welcome
nifty
friends.
machines and your nifty grind tools, but I have the grind tools. The pro wrestling
Of course,
grind
Pulcinella. If you
tools.
ever need anything or find yourself in a spot of trouble, I always welcome. No one's puppet armies do not arise by...
King of Puppets
No
is going to be
one.
rough. No, like no, he's not. Well, if you're talking about Homeboy that's dialing his whole character on it, all of his noises are guttural grunts. Like, why would you do that character and then not actually have a whole bunch of lines mixed in? But 3/4 of them are like I was so tired of it in 30 seconds of the first time I watched one of those videos. And I believe I've said that to Scott more than once. I'm rooting for everybody, but holy hell, like, we're not starting off good. But again, he's one of the homies, you know? If he's a Nepwa person, he gets like a double extra dose of the benefit of the doubt.
I know my way.
I have no use for any of this. I'm maxed out here. Rapier's done. I love the idea, don't get me wrong. I don't do a really good idea unless you have really good execution. Because otherwise you're just wasting the idea, I feel like. Maybe it's an unpopular opinion. Because there's a whole lot of people that are like, you have this great idea and you need to workshop it. No, you don't. You need to do it in the lab. And then put it out in your science fair. Or your local science exhibit, you know, your museum. what have you. I don't know, maybe it's an unpopular opinion. I'm seeing that too often. We're getting a neat idea that's a little too early. We're in the beta. And I play Hades too. I love a good beta. I don't think I have anything further I gotta do. I could do a quartz, but I'm gonna go to the next one. One thing I really like that he did is he did ask, like, during the double down hate chat, what am I supposed to do? Or something to that effect. I think there's something there. If he's doing it on no stream, then I don't like it at all. If he's doing it on some semblance of stream and he's wearing smart glasses, I love that. You know, or something to the effect where he can read his chat. But I hope he doesn't spend too much time in the alpha phase, I guess is all I'm saying. Really, I love that. Because the last time it was the Donkey Boy Bandit, so now you have competition. Or now he has competition. But no, I mean, AG, if there's absolutely one thing I'll say about AG is that he notices effort. Like, that's the first thing I would say before anything else. He notices effort immediately. So, no surprise that he absolutely saw that you stuck around. So kudos to you, man. Ah, look at that shish kebab. 2 for the price of 1. Feels good. First one there, last to leave. That's both, like... I always said this at my respective wrestling school, but, like, that's kind of awesome, kind of gross. Like, it should be that way. There should be a bunch of other homies that are upperclassmen that are setting the example, but, sometimes that's just how it goes. Sometimes, look at him. He thought he was clever. Look at him. Look him right there. Him right there. He's got a pitchfork, and he thinks, I'm gonna get this guy. Oh no! And he still got me. But I got him first. I made him run into a TNT barrel, so I can't be mad. It always seems like every seminar, everybody trickles out. And that's the kind of thing where when I was coming up in wrestling, like, you would have heat for that. Like, they wouldn't book you for 3 months if you did something like that. It genuinely amazes me. Well, gotta go to work. Well, I guess you should have taken the day off then, huh, Clown Shoes? And then I live out my fantasies of what I would do to them and these folks here in the mine. Throw it! Throw it! Thank you. Yes, I know, my spear is sick. This is the recipe, in case you want to know. And I'm going to keep saying it. Pistol rock drill, city, long spear. Bask in it. They are both like semi-endgame things. But then when you get to New Game Plus and you start mixing up all the weapons because the weapon crafting system in this game is second to none. Oh, dude, the fits in this. We'll do a little show because they go hard. Look at all this. First of all, like just all of the stuff that you could try out, and this is like the OG stuff. They give you the Seinfeld puffy shirt, a full blue coat, little denim, Canadian tuxedo, don't you know? The ascot, the closed jacket, the pants that complement someone's memory, I guess so. The best memory. Mad Donkey's hunting apparel, but really, he's a Jedi? It's Obi-Wan Kenobi? Because just look at him. A blue pinstripe take on it. Gray pants. The wide black belt. No, they kill it. I took this off the white lady. White on white. Just take a sec. Especially the tan collars, the misaligned collars. Oh, please, dude. So don't get me wrong, and I'm not trying to be any sort of, like, I'm not trying to send it off to the wayside, but the only reason I'm saying that is because, like, I've been in those sort of shoes where, like, we wish we had more folks to bask in wrestling, the glory of wrestling with. And the amount of folks that seemed really reluctant, or I caught them on the right day at the right time. But now being on the other side of the coin, being like an upperclassman, and I could show all of the homies in wrestling, like the up and coming students, like, we love this. And then they send it back to me about what they love. Like, it's so much better on the other side now. So to hear that it's so much better from my side of that other side, that's what I wanted, you know? Like, that was what I wanted to give back to pro wrestling. So, you know, you're not the first to say it, but I always appreciate you saying it, dude. You know? We bask in wrestling together. It's like us getting our best tan, you know? Sometimes you do that by yourself on the beach. Sometimes homie lays down the towel right next to you. Puffy pants. Don't you ever get those. Anybody watching on the chat, I'm watching all of you. Some Joey Nails flavor right there. Little the corduroy jacket, pinstriped over the white shirt, black pants. Look at them boots. Look, the fits are crazy in this game, and we're just halfway through. Welcome to the circus. We are the ring master. But it's a little bit of Masawa instead of, you know, Kiritawe. Oh, hold on. It's not the right stick to rotate. It's L2 and R2. So we'll do this. Hold on. I've robbed everybody of this. So, real quick, the double rotation. We'll do each one, because I'm not going to rob anybody. Okay, hold on. The bat kerchief. It's perfect. That's a Jedi. That's a real Jedi. So the back strap in the back bag. Now I'm just mad that they didn't actually give it like additional carrying capacity or another belt carrying slot or something like that, because the bag is sick. Again. All right, back to the puffy pants. And a cape, but it's not one of those capes that's going to get you caught in an airplane. You know, that's just small enough. That's a responsible cape. All right, Joey Nails, listen, we'll make a compromise. You can get the pants. Well, I mean, you will get the pants regardless, but you got to get the pointy shoes as well. If you get the pants, you got to get the pointy shoes. Okay? Look at how pointy them shoes are. Could stab a man. They're perfect. I love that. And that's why the shoes are sharp, because you keep nails in them. Hence, Joey Nails. My God, the lore, it writes itself. Now, these shoes are when you tag with Spike. You know, it's Team Doc Martens. You both got your degree. And then this is when you team with the main event. Then you're all going to the circus. And then you go to City Field the next day. I love that. He at this point is too hard to, well, not too hard, but everybody is figuring out how good Spike is. So the schedule is getting packed. But if anybody can do it, it's the proprietor of Making Whoopi LLC. Working title. But I'm telling you, Ryan Michaels, Mike Turner, if they want to make money, fascinating gear. Nice trench coat. All of it very complimentary. Leather belts. Ascot's like just a little tattered, but still sick. The upper waist belt and the lower waist belt together. It wasn't the Atoned. Well. It really is, and I'll tell you, Bloodborne by itself has its own, you know, bona fide drip factory. Between the DLC and the regular game, you're a PS5 owner. Yeah, dive into Bloodborne and suffer through that, but then afterwards actually do a fashion show and be like, oh my God, all of these clothing are amazing. And then look at this, you know, it's business casual. We're clearly very European, at least, you know, Eastern, Western Asia, the thin tie, you know? But the belt combo is the same, the upper lower. Oh, man. I'm so happy Bruv is super over now in the United States, which is such a weird thing to say. But my hope is that it makes all of these American wrestling fans that are like, where does he get all this slang from? Go back and watch a bunch of like Martin McDonough and Guy Ritchie, and they watch all these like British mob films, and they're like, oh, this is the best cinema ever. Because, yeah, I mean, Osprey rips off a whole bunch of that, and Tom Hardy rips off a whole bunch of that, and Cillian Murphy, Leo DiCaprio, they rip off, well, a whole bunch of that. But yeah, this whole thing, you can tell they're very careful about where they put their pockets, really. This one was a favorite for quite a bout of my first playthrough. Because look at this. Look how it complements the greens. The green glasses, the green hat with the green, or the black hat with the green strap. Yeah, I ran this my whole first play. And this is my third one when I knew I had to do the bad ending. Now I was like, this looks like a bad guy's attire. I mean, just look at the pea coat, combined with the cape. And you imagine this DLC drops in July, and like, yeah, they're going to give us more weapons, more bosses, but probably like double the amount of attire as well. Triple ascot. This is something Perry Von Vicious would regularly do when I first met him. Triple ascot. Put it at the New York Met. It's perfect. And look at them jeans complementing it. My God. They know what they're doing. 1940s Germany. What was that? Was that here? Alchemist cape? They did a lot of leather then. Even if we're going past the previous one. No, this is too tattered. It's got to be this one you were talking about, because this is very prim. Clearly they went to the tailor for this. Now the treasure hunter. Got the tattered cape again. We're in the middle of a pandemic, so it's fine. So the next shirt and then the undershirt, I love the mixed contrast. Who is this for? The Hound. Oh yeah! We stole. This dude was a prick, so no wonder. His clothing should be better. And then last one, this was DLC. This was meant to be like Ninja Sekiro attire. And this has been my favorite one for a while, just because of the shoulder pauldron on this side. But yes, that was our fashion show. There's also a whole bunch of masks. I'm going to do a 5 count through them in my head, just so everybody can see. Because everybody, honestly, in this game is friggin' sick. Love that. Yep. Also sick. This is the go-to. I'll never take this off. Yep, that's the treasure hunter set. Santa? Rudolph? And then this is the one that comes with this one, as you can see. But I like the top hat way more. All right, that was wonderful. Let's get our second, I believe this is the Big Pipe Wrench. It's the most Perry Von Vicious and the Party of Five, the best band in the world. They're better than the Beatles. My God, look at them all. John, Paul, George, Ringo, and Perry Cox. Of course you do. I'm not at all surprised. Probably the most talented of multi-instrumentalists. Yes. I was just saying, yeah, the Perry Von Vicious and the Party of Five. John, Paul, George, Ringo, and Perry Cox. Hold on 1 second, because I have a proper answer to this, but I just want to make sure that everything is dead and I won't die. All right, hold on. We're going to hide in here. Don't you dare bother me. All right. Yes, the champ is here. God bless America. Just when I needed a reassurance that everything was going to be okay and life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, here comes the champ. I'm the girlfriend that wrecks the band. Nonsense. You're the girlfriend that makes the band. For every John, there's a... For every George, there's a... Don't worry, you got it. But I believe in you. If there's anybody that can do it, who has to get up at 4 o'clock to look over all the people to make sure that the systems go up correctly, I bet you play a mean didgeridoo. And a mean Mary had a little lamb on the recorder. My word, Mary's never been meaner. God, what was my reaction when Perry won? If you want me to be real, I'm not properly prepared for this. If you want the second thing that I thought after this, it was, well, we're going to air out everything I have left, and for better or for worse, I hope it's good enough. And to this moment, this second right now, I'm not entirely sure I did it justice, but I really tried. More like a didgeridoo. Oh my God, come on now. More like a didgeridoo it every time. I'm in the corner playing the S word out of the triangle and occasionally a cowbell, but be careful. Be careful, because if there's one thing that Perry Von Vicious and Delta House, the Peralta House, can tell you, is that there is such thing as too much cowbell. Christopher Walken can tell you firsthand. He's very tired of the cowbell. Perry Von Vicious, he likes himself some cowbell. Like, you have to talk him actively out of a cowbell. He's a novelty instrument guy. If he doesn't like the cowbell, you're doing something wrong. Yeah, see, exactly. Too much cowbell. Are you? I don't know. I don't think anybody in REM actually lost their religion, because in the middle of that song, they're like, well, my God, I found religion again. God, they're the best. Bobby Gilbert, your responsibility is that in your promotion, you need to make a tag team that's called Orange Crush, and they're managed by the one and the only Michael Stipe. I swear this guy's gonna get me. Bobby Gilbert in the spotlight. Bobby Gilbert losing his religion. Trying to keep eyes on you. No! But I don't know if I can do it. I know I've said too much. Shut enough. Thought that I heard you laughing. Ow! Thought that I heard you say. No. Alright, this is going poorly. No! Think I thought I saw you try. Copyright infringement for this. Or they'll just tell me, please don't ever do that again. No. Bobby Gilbert, what we need is a Orange Cassidy, Chigusa Nagayo, and a Michael Stipe triple set. That's what we need. And then we call it the Losing My Religion triple pack. You want to make money, don't you? I made money once. Yeah, see, Joey Nails is on board. I would accept Bill Barry. That'd be fine. I would really prefer Michael Stipe if I had to, you know, we're going to wrap it up completely.
These bodies, could they be from Moonlight Town?
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, did puppets do this?
Every waking hour. So what you're telling me is I should upload this, whatever short I end up doing with this. Losing My Religion has to be the song, right? I mean, you could. Depends on how many Perry Von Vicious figures you have already. That's more what I'm worried about. Do you have enough? Have you had enough? Okay. Okay, so here's a valuable question for people that are really dialed into streaming. What's the best way to play music without getting flagged in some way? Like, just do it over the microphone, or like Spotify on the computer, but as long as I'm talking over it? Because I've always kind of wanted to do that, and I've seen other streamers do it. I've just never been certain how to do it without getting like a big fat flag on whatever video I was making. I think I know it all. Yeah. I'm gonna sing to y'all while I look at this. All the things I think I know it all. I think I know it all. All I'm gonna say, Perry's the champ, Perry's the champ, and it's a master trip. Okay, so we got multiple options here outside of my concert. Okay, so it's either don't save a VOD or Spotify while talking. Okay. When I've done Spotify while testing, it doesn't seem to come through on my microphone. So hold on, we're gonna have a fun little test right now. And if they cancel the video, I will gut it like a fish and put it up anyways. But let's try it, because we need to celebrate our dearest Perry. So let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna be checking.
This is your dude, R.J. Reynolds, and you're listening to Less Than Jake.
Okay, we're getting it coming through. There's a monster trucker coming. I think I know it all. And I'm pretty sure all the things you're good to know about. The guy, now you. I was so I don't believe Less Than Jake wouldn't cancel us. They might, but it would be their label. I'm just wandering now, because we're going to let the song play. All right, air horns. Oh, come on, you're not all doing it. Your voice is ready? Key change? Thank you, and you're welcome. Well, no, I'm more thankful. I'm more thankful than anything else. Yep, they're the best. They're the best in the world. And don't you bring up CM Punk, because CM Punk loves less than Jake. So the best in the world recognizes the best in the world. Or as the kids say, real recognizes real. In the meantime, I do absolutely need to know if I can just play Less Than Jake on streams, and we just have say-alongs all the time. Because I would not be mad at that at all. Limitless show typically is a 7 o'clock start. And we are in for a treat with this next one. You're a jerk. Okay. Guy throwing bombs. That's my favorite. I love that. Be sure that if Joey Nails is there, you make sure to call that right out on Blue Sky and Twitter that, you know, Joey Nails sighting, and you get the nice screen grab. He loves when you do that. Treasure chest? You guys. You shouldn't have. Really. A transformation amulet for little old me? I'm probably not going to use it. Advanced 6? No, I'm definitely using it. But I appreciate the gesture. What a maroon. Oh, I love this. Old sign guy Nails, debuting at Limitless. Let's go. That did not go the way I wanted it to. Oh well. Now we watch out for bear traps. I said we watch out for bear traps. You're gonna lure me into one, aren't you? Aren't you? It's okay, Bobby Gilbert, you just make sure to hold up a sign that says the Boston Red Sox fear the Detroit Tigers. I don't know how true that is, but at the very least, it's a good retort. Because the Detroit Tigers looking real good this year. Yo, dude, ever since I got back into baseball, that's been like my go-to on commentary. But the Detroit Tigers are good. I'm feeding you good stuff. Like, literally. If you want to be mad at it, be mad at it. But you come and thank me when you got yourself a Tarek Skubal figure. Because I'm telling you, like, I've never had more reason to come out to Detroit for a ball game than this year. Joey Nails, your father would love that heat. Your father would be like, tell me more about the Toronto Blue Jays. Oh, man. Neither one of us, me or Top Shelf Troy, have been knocking out our parlays lately. I got a fat stack from one like 2 weeks ago, and then I've just been playing off of house money ever since. No, I'm not. I promise you, I wasn't actually talking about badly about the Tigers. They are actually doing very well. Like you're gonna get yourself a Riley Green out in left field jersey very soon, because he right now, him and Tarek Skubal are top tier in the whole league, never mind for the team. So I bet on DraftKings, and DraftKings is really good about, they have the no sweat home run bets during the season, where if you bet $5 on that given promo, they give you one free. And I've made about $250 on $10 worth of money just on these kind of bets. So like I've been playing with house money, and by house money I mean like I've played $30 and I have $250 in that account right now. It's just purely house money. But if you keep opting into the promos every day, there's a very strong chance that you'll come out ahead. Hey guys, wonder what happens if I walk in here. There's a gate here, and there's all these people that won't come see me. It's almost like this gate would close on me. Bunch of jerks. All right, you know what? I see the chat moving. You can come get me, or I'm not going to bother. Thinking about getting a Winnipeg Jets jersey if they win the Stanley Cup. That's insane that, like, they're even a team again. Never mind that they're in contention like that. Because, my God, like, I grew up watching, like when I live in Connecticut, so naturally I used to go to Hartford Whalers games for the last couple of years that they were around. And naturally, like, the Norducks and the Jets were all still around then. So fast forward to now, and we get all these people begging for the Whalers to come back, and meanwhile the Jets are powerhouses now. Yeah, it's wild. All right, fine. We'll let everybody come play. Come on. You're all the worst together. That's your super group. You're called the worst. Or they're just called the Pitchforkers. I have a fork too. It's not fork. Really? I didn't know that, Nick of Beans. I'm from right on the north end. I'm just outside of Manchester. Right on the Tri-City line for Manchester, Vernon, and South Windsor. And then, yeah, like, of course, like, Towland and everything is right just around the way. I'm right by everything. Oh, yeah, Worcester's just a shot away. Under an hour. That was always my big takeaway whenever they were doing Restival there was, well, even if I'm super hungover, doesn't matter. It's like all of a highway and a half. Good old Waterbury. I'll tell you, I practically, in terms of wrestling, like, Defiant Pro Wrestling was regularly around Waterbury, so more often than not, when I first started wrestling in 2008, 2009, Waterbury there was a good chance, like Waterbury, Wolcott, that's where that was going to be. Cheshire. But yep, good old Waterbury. We used to go there for like New Year's celebrations with all the boys, all the homies. Different time. Do I pose for this person or do I just murder them? I have options.
Do you want
I'm
to go
enjoying
up,
the
Chuck?
chat, so we're gonna take the ride.
Are you interesting? I thought all the stalkers died when the workshop tower collapsed. As for me, I'm as good as dead. A sinner who lost everyone I ever loved.
You don't sound
I have
so
no right to
atoned.
stop someone as determined as you.
You sound very guilty.
Please be safe up there.
Like, atoned is a name that you own, right?
Please be safe.
Well, not my journey. Not my cable car. All right, we're going to throw this lever. I see some movement here. If I could bring back any sports team, what team would I bring back? I have two for you.
Ladies
Because
and
it's different
gentlemen,
sports and I think it
welcome
counts.
aboard the
The Montreal
Pilgrims Cable
Expos
Railway.
and the Seattle Supersonics.
Now, those of you
are
who
the
joined
two
us
that I
in
would bring
Moonlight
back.
Town, we hope your
I
preparations
think
for
there's
the
a void
Pilgrim's
left
journey
behind
are
because
well
of COVID.
underway. Fascinating town, Moonlight. Just fascinating.
But there's,
Back
I
in the
would bring
day,
back the
the only
Whalers,
way to
like
reach
if I
the
had a
cathedral
third.
was using a rope and pulley.
Uh,
So, thanks for building it
I would
on
have
a
kept
cliff,
the Athletics
Saint
in Oakland if I
Frangelico.
could have a fourth.
I kid.
Maybe that
I
doesn't
kid.
count.
Frangelica, wonderful saint, wonderful. Anyway, next
Wonderful.
stop, the Bridge of Atonement. While you atone there, don't miss a magnificent view of beautiful Krat. It's been my pleasure, friends, and enjoy the rest of your journey. I've been your captain on this ride, Gemini! Well, not bad, huh? Oh, I really am good at this. When in doubt, let Gemini be your guide.
This line.
You look annoyed. What I do?
You know
I'm
what
sure
you
it's
did.
fine. Let's get a move on, pal.
Well,
Oh, something's off. Do you see that over there? I recognize dead puppets. That's to be expected, but what is that?
California Golden Seals I really like. Atlanta Thrashers I'm such a mixed bag on. Because we've seen how, like, the Southeast is a mixed bag for hockey. But I really liked Atlanta having a hockey team. So I'm very mixed on that. Syracuse Salty Dogs. You go ahead and if they don't bring that team back, you send that to Mike Skyros and Jay Freddy, and you make sure that that's their new tag team name. Because my God, if they don't call themselves that, we're leaving money on the table. Jerseys, hats, scarves, the soccer scarves. First of all, why don't more wrestlers make the soccer scarves as merch? Why? What are we doing here? Thought we wanted to make money. I'm saying. And like they're utilitarian, we live in New England, so when the winter comes,
No
my
idea what
neck
those
is
things are,
cold,
pal.
lo
Approach
and
with caution.
behold. You know what? I'm changing to fire. We kill the zombies with fire. Anyways. Charlotte Hornets. Charlotte Hornets I left off my list, but they would be way up there. The first jersey that I got out of a cereal box in the mid-90s was a Glenn Rice Charlotte Hornets jersey. The next one, because I know you wanted to know, Detroit Pistons Grant Hill. Fire. Fire. Yo, did you see that they're going crazy on selling those again? The OG starter jackets? They literally just rolled out like a line of like 8 to 12 baseball starter jackets. And I thought about getting a Chicago Cubs one. So I gotta believe that NBA is out there. Or your preferred sport is out there. I don't know if they'll do the Hornets. I would love it if they did, and I would go for that. But I've been getting the targeted ads because I mean you know the analytics. If you click one thing, you're going to get 80 things that are like I actually kind of like this. Starter jackets has been one of them. They get it at least once a day. Did you know they have Chicago Cubs jackets? Yes, starter. Yes, I know. Thank you. Do you want me to go more in debt? Oh, you do? Fine. It's hard out here. But yes, point being, starter's back. Or at least in some semblance is back. Now, if they just get me a nice Montreal Expos jacket, Oh, saw movement. I ain't gonna break those boxes yet. Hold on. Given a different transition, the money to start an expansion team. I've done this with various Major League Baseball expansions in Out of the Park Baseball 2026 and previously 2025, but we were either the Hartford Hangovers or the Windsor Walk-Offs, but it'd be one or the other. I always felt like Windsor could accommodate a basketball or a baseball team really well. I also think Hartford Hangovers could work for really any other sport. I think basketball or hockey is probably the best. Local hardcore streetwear brand. Champion basketball jerseys, blanks. God, I love it so much. First time we ever iron printed anything for our backyard wrestling league when I was a senior or a junior going on senior in high school, because we did for both. Yeah, it was champion blanks, like any reputable promotion would do for blanks, you know. Grand Rapids North Stars. I feel like the North Stars is the most, like, it's the easiest name for especially a hockey team, but I'm all for it. Truthfully, I feel like NHL has the widest range of like naming possibilities that you could have. Baseball's right up there. Ain't nobody else gonna name themselves the Mariners. I don't know. It's an interesting thought. But Grand Rapids, they had a team before, didn't they? They had like an AHL team. Or maybe they still do. I haven't watched in a while. Unless the AHL decides to hire me, then I'll learn their stuff. No traps, no tricks. Oh, we love that. Anyone for tennis? Great game. Grand Rapids Griffins? Okay. All I remember is that when I used to, like, the hardest I ever followed sports when I was a kid, because it was the 90s, early 2000s, was I read the newspaper and I got a bunch of results that way. And I got a bunch of other weird news that I never would have otherwise found out that way. Like, I found out all the sports scores and that Owen Hart fell at the Kemper Arena, all at the back 2 pages of my newspaper, which is the weirdest thing because I didn't have the internet, you know. But yeah, Grand Rapids, there was a bunch of cities that I had to learn about. Like, I didn't know that Sioux City was a place, didn't know Grand Rapids was a place, until I saw it in the paper, asked my mom where was that, and she was like, well, you got an atlas, go on and take a look. And I did, and well, here it is. But yeah, the Grand Rapids AHL team, that was the first I learned about Grand Rapids as a place.
What is happening?
Listen.
What's their problem? Wait, their bodies are strangely altered. I don't know what's going on, but keep those eyes of yours open.
I know they're altered. Wow, that was way too strong. Yeah, I love the idea of a softball team named either the Hartford Hangovers or the Windsor Walk-Offs. For anybody else that plays Out of the Park 2026, which I can't imagine is many people, that's my perfect team, aka Diamond Dynasty and MLB The Show. Same idea. The Windsor Walk-Offs, based out of Windsor, Connecticut. The Indy Fuel. I like that. It almost seems like something bad will happen here. But I know that if I gesture here... Okay. Meanwhile, Like, I need a developmental, but it's NHL hits. Because can you imagine? It's like mutant football or mutant hockey league. You're trying to bring people up, and then they get burst into parts. And then you're like, well, gotta bring up another one. Burst into parts. Gotta bring up another one. Burst into parts. Stream is fine, guys. Don't worry. Yeah, we gotta go see him, I guess. I don't like it. He talks a lot, and he gives me stuff for summons. And I don't use summons. For NHL 24, it's the Detroit Lions, and they play in the mighty Pontiac Silverdome, where children turn into people.
Mercy, I beg you, don't kill. I thought you were from the organization.
What I was saying to you the other
never
night
mind.
about
My name is
Detroit
Janjo.
and the Midwest having
I'm
some
an
of the best venues,
pharmacist.
and they don't get
Yes,
enough
pharmacist.
credit at all.
I'm looking for the legendary gold coin fruit.
Going to Detroit
I
this
was
summer,
able to use
I
medicine
swear.
to slow the infection spread.
I'm gonna make my way
I
to
have the
that
petrification
ballpark.
disease, and I need a cure. Sorry, I ramble when I'm nervous. Read this.
He's
It'll
trying to save
explain things
himself
faster than
time.
I can.
It's a petrification disease, so if he talks faster, that's more words before he gets petrified. I get you. That's another one we haven't seen yet. So I have to believe when the DLC rolls around, Guillaume is somebody else we're fighting. And they better say that line. They better say that line. Miracles always have a price, no matter how captivating they may be. Bobby Gilbert, you make sure that one of your characters has that as a go-home line on their promos. Who's ready to go to church? Pause and crush everything that's there. Yay! And they were forced to eat Robin's minstrels, and there was much rejoicing. Yay! Very good. Suppose we could hear him. Yeah, we heard him across the bridge. Dude talks loud. All right, folks. And Chad? Alright. My Joe Pesci is all the way. I'm descending slowly into Steve Martin. Wait, none of them have seen me. Hold on. Ever come to Comerica? Oh, yep. Yep. The mighty Comerica Park. That would be my destination. Yeah, dude. Yeah. If I'm ever out there and I have like a rental car, if you don't drive or if like public transit ain't a thing, yeah, dude. It's always been great to break bread with people in like, you know, like I go to Chicago and I'll occasionally break bread with people out there, and it's been a blessing, you know. Always grateful to do that. Now, if we can't figure something out, that'd be cool. Have you gotten to go to Comerica Park before, Bobby? This jobber, this Tom McGee looking guy, that's a deep cut. Yeah, quiet. Take a walk. Now then. All the red flags. Yay. forced to eat Robin's minstrels and destroy everybody on the bridge outside of the cathedral. And there was much rejoicing. Yay! Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad you've been. But yeah, man, we would definitely, it's the kind of thing where if I flew in and I didn't have a car, like, I would try to charter something for you, you know, get a car, get an Uber, something like that. But if I went out and I had a rental, I'd be happy to pick you up. But a lot of friends I've made, you know, between the internet and real people, just, you know, the pleasure of breaking bread in real life. Absolutely, Seabrooks. It's the most, like, easily quotable thing, and you could slide it into anything. Like, I swear I've worked this into managerial promos more than once. And then Perry was forced to crush this guy, and there was much rejoicing. And then they all would all go boo, and you're supposed to go yay! Yeah, you know, but it writes itself. Oh yeah, like Perry would need his arm twisted, you know? That's right. I didn't have to use anything. We were meant to come here, folks. All this time, I would absolutely bring Perry. So Scotland is pretty high on, like, my bucket list vacations. Like, Scotland and Wales I would like to do in one run. But if I had to do one first, it's probably Scotland. Should have been a vote for the best. I got some watery tart that was sold at you. Watery tart is another thing that I've used in promos and commentary more than once. Watery tart. Yo, let's go. Big group trip. We're going to Scotland. Who's ready? Well, that guy ain't ready. He just retreated into the earth. Well, fine. Nothing for you, jerk. That's why we don't invite the clergy. I've heard wonderful things. It's funny that, like, the more remote, between, like, Scotland, Wales, Ireland, the more remote that it is, the more people have said, I don't want to leave. Sir Galahad of Camelot. What? There's thy quest. I seek the Holy Grail. What is the average velocity of the swallow? You mean the African or the European? Thank you for stopping in, Nicka Beans. Hope you have yourself a great rest of your night. We'll talk to you soon. There are some who call me Tim. Oh, come on, you scumbags. You saw that? They thought they would have got me with that, the oldest trick in the book. Come on now. Yeah, you see that? You see that? Too smart for you, see? Been watching Bugs Bunny, you can tell. I've said, and Perry could attest to this, there's at least 3 times in the past 4 weeks that I've said, do you know what the youth is missing in pro wrestling? They aren't studying enough Bugs Bunny. Go ahead and think about that. Because they aren't. Well, Ospreay talked about it. He studies his Bugs Bunny. we have to... I don't like it. That's a terrible jump. I could make it from there. Well, folks. No, I can't make it from there. Oh. Nope, not doing it. I don't like it. I don't want to do it. You can't make me. All right. You're in the worst place. Let's see if I can make the ultimate fastball pitch, folks. We're dialed in. Catcher gives the signal. Just outside. If we adjust ourselves just to the right. Strike one. Now then. Pitcher's pondering the next one. He's looking for the high heater down the pipe. Strike two. Oh, batter's worried. I don't know if he can get this next one. Wind up. Strike three. Ho, ho, ho. God, your little old Randy Johnson fastball. Tail as old as time. Next batter up. He seems gregarious, but yet does not line up too close to the plate. Pitcher seems comfortable. The windup, the pitch. Strike one. Batter's bad. Wait, he's charging the plate. Well, that didn't work. If I was a wrestler, my character would be an inhumane emo who cuts his opponent's wrists. On my word, there's no such thing as an inhumane emo in my world. They're all humane. They all love everybody. I go to Riot Fest every year. I see all the emos. They love everybody. Now the hardcore kids, they don't like anybody. I'm glad you like it. I've been doing my very best. But I can absolutely do more. Especially when I have enemies cooked up like that. Like, yep. That was a little Jim Carrey mixed in there. He'll have to settle for the bronze. So that was also inspired by, there was a player whose father was playing in that was like a famous PGA Tour golfer. So it was the Masters, of course, this past weekend. So while he was at bat for, I believe it was the Detroit Tigers, they just did golf commentary over his at bat. 60 yards away from the green. He's opting for the 8-iron. Gotta believe he really trusts his stroke on this. And he's swinging. Just outside on the fairway. Well done. The electrified balls. Get out of my way. Okay, yeah. The evil emo. The only evil emo is the lead singer of Brand New. Shots fired. There's more, but he was the primary first one to come to mind. I was about to scratch me your legs off. Come on, you pansy. I like to think that's what that guy just said. Come on, you pansy. Nice little scratch. Look at him. He's retreated. He's afraid. Oh, running away, are you? Oh, terrible strike accuracy, are we? Now that is some whose mother was a hamster and whose father smelt of elderberries. No, I can't wait for Joey Nails to bust out the Japanese Ocean Cyclone suplex. I'm so ready. I know he's been practicing. And the Interceptor. I like that. Could also call it the Interrupter, named after the magnificent ska band. Could also call it the Save Ferris, named after the magnificent ska band. Thank you. All right. Well, let's go. And then we turn the left. Everything's great. We're all winning, folks. Now I have an elevator and a shortcut. Everything is great. And you know, wait, ladder. Guys, there's an item at the end of this bridge. Clearly, nothing terrible could possibly happen. I said nothing terrible could possibly happen. Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom. Alright. I would probably call it the Black Parade. Oh, Gerard Way, when I saw My Chemical Romance at Riot Fest 2020, it was either 2021 or 22. But yeah, he was ultimate babyface. He was making sure that everybody wasn't getting trampled. He stopped songs to make sure that everybody was good. But in terms of being like an OG who's looking after the youth, Gerard Way, man, he did it. And he was dressed like your favorite or your friend's favorite grandmother the whole time. He had a babushka. Yeah, you're a jerk. But my spear is sick. Well, not sick enough, I guess. Don't like it. Double lunch. Does it feel good? Does it feel right? Probably not. Oh well. Well, thanks for coming. See you later. Okay. Nice, easy trek through the old cathedral. You wouldn't think this was a cathedral. Should be more scenic, you know? Well, it's all going well. All according to plan. It's an underrated song, Foundations of Decay by MCR. Like that's borderline a deep cut, and kudos to you. they have a handful of weird deep cuts. Like, why don't more people know about the Desolation Row cover from the Watchmen soundtrack? You know? But they have a couple songs in that realm. Yes. Yes.
Where are my manners? I'm Cecile, and I serve the Archbishop. I'm the only one left.
She's having a hard
Everyone's
time.
dead. From the petrification disease, or from the monsters. I didn't die.
Right there with you, Bobby.
But my
I
heart breaks
absolutely
more each
was.
day.
Excuse me?
Can you do me a kindness? Bring me the holy mark from the Archbishop's quarters. The Archbishop was a true saint. He was my savior. If I write his words into my heart, maybe it'll give me the strength to carry on. I can't die. But perhaps this can help me live again. Please, bring me the holy mark as quickly as you can.
You know, sometimes you want to tell people, hey, this this may not be exactly what you're looking for.
This can help me live.
But amidst the petrification disease, fine. And that guy too, we got to deal with him. I don't know if you've listened to LS Dunes. LS Dunes is Frank from My Chemical Romance on guitar and Anthony Green from Circa Survive on vocals. And then the drummer and the bass player from Thursday. And together they sound incredible. I love that band. But yeah, if you like the MCR guitar sound, I would absolutely recommend checking that out. Turtle LS Dunes. I saw their first ever show because they played it at Riot Fest. That was the same weekend that My Chemical Romance played it. Oh, don't be, dude. We can't be elitist. I'm a 2000s emo as well. I listen to Silence in Black and White immediately. But no, I love modern emo. I'm not gonna lie. And I love the remakes of original classic emo. Because all of them are re-recording it all now, you know? Like Silence in Black and White has been done over 2 times over by Hawthorne Heights. Circa Survive keeps making great records. Yeah, man. I'm trying to think of emo that's like terribly disappointed me, and I'm having a hard time with it. I love Jimmy Eat World. Or just the people. I'm assuming like the people or the group, the social group, so to speak. I will say, socially, my primary complaint was that they haven't completely discredited Ronnie Radke. I would like to see that. But all of them, there's a handful that seem to hold on to that old-timey escape to fame. And, like, we already have way better stuff past that. But maybe that's not even what you're talking about. I will check that. Because as somebody that's deep into that social group, I look out, you know? This 4-hit BS. Oh, man. I would even draw that across a couple different populations. So, like, it's absolutely emo. And by proxy, and to a greater extent, it's absolutely, like, later scene. Like what emo turned into, but not every emo claims scene, but mostly every scene claims emo. The best way we can say that is not every emo listens to Hollywood Undead, but mostly every scene kid listens to Hollywood Undead, you know? Yeah, RAR, I believe, started right around the same time. Exactly as Hollywood Undead or Enter Shikari comes to mind. And I like them, don't get me wrong, but I noticed RAR start right around when Enter Shikari got really hot. And maybe you noticed a different time period, but that was mine anyways. Yeah, Joey Nails is a big proponent of the RAR. I gotta believe that's his primary babyface fire-up in matches. If it's not, it's okay. You can tell us, Joey. Who loves this spear? I love this spear. But yeah, RAR was a very, like, late-stage emo, scene kid, absolutely thing. When Hollywood Undead showed up, RAR was right behind. Or, not From First to Last. Yep, when From First to Last showed up, RAR was not far behind. And by proxy, Skrillex, of course. You can't have From First to Last without Skrillex. Oh, man. And you know the worst part about that is that's the worst... Well, Escape the Fate was never great, because we've been making that joke for a long time. But the singer that Escape the Fate, the second Escape the Fate singer, the band that he came from, which I believe was Bless the Fall, he was better there. Yeah, no, absolutely, yeah. Everybody calls it the Skrillex haircut, but we all know better. It's really the From First to Last haircut. Dog, I dated a girl that was in love with From First to Last. There was a handful of bands that I learned about because of her. From First to Last was one of them. I didn't even have the hair to do the things that they were capable of. It's like, do I just dye the front of my forehead blue? Because I can't do the, the tips? No. It's fine. I don't think there's such a thing. Yep, that's also fair. Because I think the best era was the Ronnie Radke era, but we don't give Ronnie Radke credit for anything, I just kind of pretend that they never happened. And I would rather go listen to Attack Attack. The early Attack Attack. And if you don't know about Attack Attack, go listen to Someday Came Suddenly, right now. Put on the name of the track, you won't forget this. It's called The People's Elbow. Yeah, The People's Elbow. You can tell, you know Bobby Gilbert then. Yep. And that was a time where I was proud to be an American. I knew I was free. I could crab walk anywhere I wanted. But that was when everybody talked about, like, they're mixing techno with screaming. Yeah, that was Attack Attack. You're welcome. Yo, there was a period in about, like between 2005 and 2009, where I would have made a comfortable gamble that 1 out of every 3 songs, like the intro show song, was Right Side of the Bed by Atreyu. It happened all the time. And I listen to that song regularly. There's no surprise there. But yeah, what a great record, top to bottom. I love the Crimson. I love Right Side of the Bed. They're a terribly slept on band. We get poisoned and die. Or maybe we just chill. Hold on. Perfect. Really? Burnout 3? So, because of all the Tony Hawk that we've talked, I assumed that it would be a Tony Hawk. So that's like unexpected, but awesome. I really like that. I was expecting like Watch Away by Alkaline Trio or something like that, but that rules. All those Burnout games had a really solid soundtrack. I have to believe that everybody knows about at least Goldfinger because of Tony Hawk 1. And if they say that it's because of something else, they're either lying or they heard the 99 Red Balloons cover. It's one or the other.
Damn it. I can't find the way out. Monsters everywhere.
You're
I need
right
to grab
by
my
the
share and
elevator.
leave.
What do you mean you can't find your way out? That's our first red flag. Right there. So he's got a spear, great sword, an exploding pickaxe, and he can't find his way out. All right. Anyways.
Oh, that's odd. I thought I was the only one with a sound mind
I
here.
think it was you who mentioned
Sure, I
Millencolin
don't need
the
to
other
introduce
day.
myself.
That's another
Note
one.
these golden wings. Yes, you guessed it. You don't know who I am.
No cigar.
Preposterous.
Yo,
Everyone in Krat has
a
heard
game
of
that
me.
was huge for me in
You live
music
under
was
a
Dave
rock.
Mirra's freestyle
I'm
BMX
Alidoro
2.
the Hound.
I got into
Treasure hunter
Sublime.
extraordinaire.
I got into older Sum
Yes,
41.
yeah,
like
it's a
I
nickname.
figured out that
I
there was
ditched
a
my real
record
name in the
before
past.
All Killer No Filler.
I'm looking
because
for
Makes
other
No Difference was on that
survivors
soundtrack.
of this disaster, but it's been a lonely search,
God,
and there's
that was a
danger
huge
around
one
every
for
corner.
music and me.
Do you know of a place where
Phoenix
I can
TX,
take refuge?
because
Preferably
of,
someplace clean and
Dave
comfortable,
Mirra.
you know, civilized.
The MX games were also crazy for that.
Hotel Krat. Of course. I have a lot
For
of
new
search.
metal, I will say
Says you're
the
so
Need
helpful.
for Speed games were probably
As a descendant of
my
Anne, part
biggest
of that
introduction
duty is
to at
ensuring
least
these items are returned
most
to their
new
rightful
metal
owners.
bands that I didn't know about
What I'm
beforehand.
showing you is just until then.
Because that was my intro to Skindred and Kill Radio, who I still listen to this day. I used to use a Skindred song as entrance music. God bless Skindred. If you don't know about Skindred and you're watching this, you go look up Skindred. That's all we come to take over. Professionals. Muscle Vision, absolutely. Definitely a sleeper band. You are not a sleeper band. You are a one-hit wonder. You call it dim. Anyways. There's a bunch of bands that I could probably make giant playlists of from just like extreme sports games by itself. Like, even after mentioning Phoenix TX, I'm like, what are they doing these days? Sublime is making a new album? Or like Sublime with Rome? I'll listen to it. The Riot Fest lineup comes out in 10 days. Good job, everyone. weird for a game that introduced me to music was Madden. Madden was ridiculous. Like, Madden introduced me to, well, especially Andrew WK. There's, so, Bobby Gilbert, if you listen to the band The Warning, there's only one person that I would put above that scream. And this is no disrespect to make him. Don't get me wrong. But Paulina Valeriel from The Warning, who is the drummer for the band, she might have the most powerful scream I've ever heard in my life. But I would put Mako up there. Like, I'm not trying to disrespect. You know. I already know. She'd kick my teeth down my throat. I'd have to get the flippers. I don't want that. You don't want that. They don't want that. But, there's a... What's it, MTV's VMAs... The Warning plays, they play the song Evolve, and they belt out the most guttural live scream that I think that audience had ever heard in their lives. It's a treat. Oh yeah, I have to drop down this way and hope I don't die. Tell me a butterfly is here and then lie to me. There's a lot of that going around, man. And there's a lot of bands getting back together, too. Like, we were just talking about emo. Like, Amberlin got back together to tour, and then their singer was like, I don't really want to do this. And then Maddie Mullins from Memphis Bayfire is like, I'll be your new singer. And now they sound great. And they might start touring again. Yo, Seabrooks, you get it. Dude. I will absolutely walk down rabbit holes. Because I was there at a Riot Fest last September, September 2024, and she belted that out on the main stage. And I was like, well, my word, I need to go watch everything they've ever done in my life. And my favorite thing now is watching the Warning reaction videos where they have just, you know, like polished musicians or studio execs or what have you listen to this and being like, there is no way they're doing this. This is impossible. And breaking it down, it's great. Yeah, dude, Amberlin is absolutely like, they just put out Never Take Friendship Personal. Maddie Mullins from Memphis Bayfire just recorded that whole record with them again. It's on Spotify. They've made videos for it. Yeah, treat yourself, dude. It's so good. I brush my teeth to that stuff. Hey, Seabrooks, do me a favor. Next time you're in one of Perry's chats, just give him a little something like, hey, Johnny Torres says that you need to listen to more of The Warning. And just see what he says. Let me know. Appreciate you. Yes, Amberlin sounds incredible. Maddie Mullins sounds incredible with them. Everybody treat themselves. They even did a couple new songs. Look up Amberlin High Stakes. I've at this point it's sort of like my go-to for like wrestling shills that aren't the day before, but I need an upbeat song. I'm typically going to use Amberlin's High Stakes, Maddie Mullins on the vocals. It's so good. Yes. I Set My Friends on Fire was before people even knew what emo actually was. They were a whole nother time period. When they made that, the Sex Ed video, they changed everything. Suddenly everybody is like, wait, Screamo emo can be hilarious? They did it. Appreciate you, C. Brooks. Yeah, we got to get him on the wagon. I know that if he walks down that rabbit hole deep enough, he's going to love him. It'll be his hell he calls a dream. All right, let's wrap our way around this. For the warning, hell you call a dream. I'm running and thinking and running. I played him Animosity. I literally was like, wait, you can't go in yet. This song came on and I have been commentating that. This is like my commentary warm-up song. So we're gonna have to sit here for 3 minutes. And I think he vibed with it, but that's another good one. Good old Animosity. Gentleman and a scholar. I think escapism gets really underrated by them. The live money is really good. Because they do like the clap back and forth thing, which I think is really neat. Yo, that whole, they did that whole live concert recording that's like 2.5 hours, and honestly, I would just send everybody that, because it's so friggin', it has no business being that good. But here we are. You gonna run up the stairs? Coming? Yeah, of course you are. Things that rhyme with orange is a banger. I swear, I Set My Friends on Fire were one of the first screamo bands that had like light tones to complement guttural noises. Like nobody was doing that then. Like Attack Attack was the next one that did that, I feel like. There was probably more, but in terms of making it famous. I'm just thinking about all the I Set My Friends on Fire that I haven't thought about in a couple years. I love that. Thank you. You're welcome. All right. We're gonna probably fight this boss and then we call it a stream. So we're just chilling for the moment. I think. Yes. Yes. I have my fire equipped. I have 9 heals. I think we can possibly pull this off. What do we say? We don't have a Discord. I've thought about one over the past couple days. I wasn't entirely sure like what the demand in the overall population would be, so it was like a weird sort of decision to think on. I'm debating like putting up a poll and being like, should I do one? Should I collaborate with somebody and we make like a dual Discord or something like that? I don't know what the actual protocol is, you know, but it's a thought. It hasn't escaped my mind, I'll tell you that. Look at that mask. Yo. So, every time I see Dull Knives get recommended, it's always, at least if you look up the warning reactions or the warning reaction videos, it's always a 2-pack. And they always do Dull Knives and Dust to Dust in one video. And it's like 5 or 6 creators that do this. And I'm not mad. It's buy one, get one free for me. But I love Dull Knives. And I love Dust to Dust. But my God, you choose to give them to me together. Sure, this will end well. I have the dodge. How greedy am I? Well, all right, 2 heals. I feel good about that. Think we could do something about this. We'd have first tried this MF. We might, Rabbit. We might. Oh, we got plenty of time here. Let's check the chat. I like that you do it in seasons. I wish more promotions in general kind of thought about it that way. How many other of our favorite TV shows think of it that way, you know? So kudos to you. Yeah. All right, Job. Oh, you turned your butt to me? I can take that disrespect. No, listen, you're not the one-winged angel. We all know who that is. Well, we at least know one of 2 people who that might be. That is Sephiroth. Get out of there. That delay, don't like it. But I like the burn. How we feeling, buddy boy? Bad? Good. I hope you feel terrible. No, that's the worst thing you could have done. Wow. How'd it hit me? If you hung under the chin, you're not supposed to get hit by it. Guess I'll have to snuff you again. That shouldn't have happened, though. Wow, shenanigans. Oh, I love new theme songs. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Jim Johnson was just signed. Time to go. Ugh. I can't believe I have to do this again. You can tell I'm playing angry now. Worst move you can throw. I'm telling you, there's one move I've got the counter for, it's that double slam. Like, look how quick we got through this. We're about done. It's such a mistake for you to have ever killed me. 'Cause now you have to suffer through this again. I'm so sorry. But I'm saying that like Okada. I'm so sorry! All right, everybody here has seen this. They know what's going. We're gonna snuff you. We're gonna stuff you like a Thanksgiving turkey. No? Sorry. Hey, you. Buy one, get one for damage. The local damage store. Okay, so what's the actual distance? Right here? Okay, so that's still hit me. Whatever. Whatever. Forever. That was silly. How different was that from where the laser was before? But all the same, he's dead. We did it. Oh, yes. Yes, the fallen archbishop is very nice. As is, you know, every other archbishop. Giving them theme songs, thinking about using stars, fading slow motion by Across Faith through Metal and for Dark. Well, I wouldn't decide on any of those until you listen to that Anberlin with Maddie Mullins, because you might just change your mind. Isn't that just every top heel you've ever seen? Sitting like that, who's a little off the side. Yeah. You've seen one. Come on. Perfect.
I want to go back
I get
to
it.
the old Krat.
So you got to go listen to the warning that me and Seabrooks were talking about, because that's our modern metal that's going to keep the whole genre alive by themselves. $62,000. What have I been doing with myself? My God, I have so much. Like, guys, 3 levels, if not 4. What are we doing here? Good heavens. It's my fault. This is what happens when I don't read the numbers, folks. Doesn't matter. We did it. Perfect. Level 101. 1212. Lucky number. Folks, gonna wrap up the stream for tonight. Be back tomorrow night with more Elden Ring. Hope to see you all there. We'll keep chatting about all things music, all things emo, screamo, metal. God bless. But thank you all for stopping in, and hope you all have a great rest of your night. And yeah, reach out on Blue Sky, Instagram, Facebook if y'all want to chat further. But